Hi everyone to the CPG Special Interest Group. I'm Kajal. I'm part of AI Development and Delivery at Kimberly Clark. Today I have with me Bhargav, who is leading the Analytics and AI Development at Colgate Palmolive. Together we are gonna introduce you to the Special Interest Group, which is focused on consumer packaged goods. So yeah, really excited to meet all the like-minded people and discuss more about how we can leverage analytics and AI into CPG industry. Now, consumer packaged goods industry is not new. It has been around ever since consumers like you and me had a need to, buy products with basic needs. However, the overall landscape of this industry has been changing, and more complexity is coming into picture. For each of the product, there are thousands of brands, amongst which the consumer needs to decide which brand to buy, or there is ever more increasing supply chain complexity coming into the business. Uh, also, we have lot of data with the advancements in technology, and there are new tools to process this data and advanced AI algorithms. So we need to understand how we can bring these things together, the changing CPG industry landscape, as well as the advancements into the AI and analytics to create some emerging AI tools for better decision making for CPG industry. Having said that, the agenda for today is we want to give you an overview of some of the emerging CPG industry trends, the vision and mission of the SIG charter, the objective of this particular SIG, some of the themes that we want to focus on, and the mode of delivery. So let's go to the trends part first. So the global CPG industry is growing at almost 3.5 percentage, and it is projected to reach 2,800 billion US dollar by 2030. These are some of the emerging trends in CPG industry, and with these emerging trends, the consumer goods companies they need to understand how they can change or improve on their decision making process using data and new AI tools. Uh, with the changing market needs. So some of these industry trends are: first is the consumer base. The Gen Z covers almost 40% of global consumer markets. Now, Gen Z is heavily influenced by social media, and almost 97% of Gen Z shoppers they use social media as a top source for purchasing inspiration. Hence, it is crucial for business to stay ahead of the curve and find ways to effectively reach this demographic, even if it means disrupting traditional marketing techniques. Second is consumer demand, sustainability, and clear brand values. Now, green consumerism has been rising, especially after COVID 19. Many consumers, especially Gen Z, they avoid brands that don't align with their stance on environment and other sustainability issues. Almost half of the internet users they say that they would use a brand less frequently if they discover a brand wasn't operating sustainably. So, following this trend, CPG brands themselves became sustainability focused across the world. And we want to understand how AI can help with designing and building more sustainable products and sustainable packaging. Third is shoppers are opting for buy now pay later option. Like any other industry, this has becoming a mode of payment in CPG industry as well, and we need to understand its impact on CPG industry. In quarter three of 2022, the overall revenue from buy now pay later option was staggering up by almost 72% year on year. The fourth one is self care products are on rise. Personal growth and self care is becoming more of a priority for each individual. We already see this with niche players coming into the market with healthy product propositioning, especially in food and beverage industry. We see a lot of local players coming in with healthy products benefits. Uh, then consumers are buying more of a private label products. Again, especially after COVID-19, the focus on local has increased, especially with all the supply chain issues. And also with increasing inflation, consumers are more focused on buying low cost products. And so many low tier private label products coming into the market gives more and more options for the consumers to buy the products. And last is omni-channel sales. Now, e-commerce has been in since last many years, and now there are a lot of e-commerce platforms through which consumers can buy the product. This increases all the more complexity, and for CPG industry, they need to devise the right omni-channel strategy wherein they have their traditional wholesaler distributor business but also more focus on direct to consumers through e-commerce. So with this we will go to our mission and vision for the SIG. So what we want to do is we want to take into consideration this changing trends in CPG industry and try to educate and democratize technical and business acumen that is required to champion data driven decision making in the CPG industry. The objective of this SIG will be to get the industry experts together to leverage data driven decision making, explore more of the AI opportunities, discuss the challenges faced both technically and from business perspective, and finally, how do we bring value to businesses and consumers through AI? Uh, some of the emerging themes that we want to focus on first is personalization and customization. We want to build the products that are more personal and more customized for our consumers. For that, we need to understand the consumers first. And c- this has been in CPG industry for quite a long time, the focus on understanding the consumer requirement. But we need to go a step ahead and predict the changing consumer requirements, which will help the CPG industry with bringing in innovative products, plan for customization, right? There are already many CPG companies are already building recommendation engines to recommend the products at a very granular level at the store level. This requires a need for micro segmentation, which means understanding your consumers at the most granular level. And this is a theme we want to discuss, which will help us, enhance the consumer loyalty as well as the satisfaction. The second one is sustainable packaging. As already mentioned, sustainability has been an increasing, a topic, even from consumer point of view, right? Many consumer CPG companies, they are committed to being more environmental friendly by implementing eco-friendly packaging policy, which includes design and production of packaging. There are some AI simulation tools which will help you design sustainable packaging, which will factor into things like package size, thickness, density, material, and also help you predict the performance of that product over a period of time. And finally, generative AI, the most talked about technology in the recent times. We want to understand how we can use it for CPG industry through some of the examples like generating product descriptions or content creation for marketing, and also for consumer engagement through AI chatbots. There are, of course, more themes, and I would hand over to Bhargav to, take it over from here and discuss about the additional themes. Thank you.
Thanks, Kajal. So while the as Kajal mentioned about the emerging themes that is being quite in demand at current stage, at the same time we also need to understand the what are all traditional ongoing areas that CPG industry is still facing challenges, right? And these challenges are typically bucketed into four areas. One is your growth, how we can grow. Then how we can, second is the cost management, how I can reduce my overall cost. Third is your customer experience, how we can improvise my consumer experience for my product while doing the product buying and all, right? And the fourth aspect is the own people, how we can my own people in the organizations keep them in tune with the change in technologies, right? These are the four areas that typically, in addition to the emerging themes, where all CPG industries are facing a challenges. Now, to address those areas, the traditional ongoing areas, what we thought of having these additional themes under ongoing themes, like the revenue growth management. Traditionally, CPG industries has been doing this kind of engagement, revenue growth management related engagement over the years, right? Pricing strategy, promo strategy, assortment strategy, likewise. But with the new technology development, new AI-led capabilities, how we can do some kind of disruptive revenue growth management in this would be the talking point of within this RGM team. Second would be Salesforce efficiency. Is typically the CPC industry has quite a bit of Salesforce that goes under selling, that goes into doing the selling activities, right? And because of the advancements in technology and data platform and all, they are bombarded with lots of data and information. But how we can improvise their efficiency by producing the most efficient prescriptive way of analytics for their day-to-day operational need, right? So that is what we are going to look under Salesforce efficiency team. Then coming to resilient supply chain. Now we have been seeing this issue since COVID, then since the Ukraine war and all. The people have been facing, CPG industry has been facing quite a bit of challenges in their raw material procurement strategy, their finished good delivery strategy, and then overall how to manage the inventory, right? These are all traditional problem, but how we can make it more robust through AI mechanism, considering the disruptions that we are facing in the current scenario. So this is what would be the talking point within this team. Then come customer data platform. So we traditionally we have been talking about customer 360 degree, consumer 360 degree, and now quite a bit of solutioning techniques are available. So we are trying to see how all different solutioning technologies available under CDP and can make it more robust CDP platform for my customers, for my consumers, of course, along with the data security part put in place. So this will be the talking point under that theme. Then comes omni-channel channel strategy. So majority of CPG industry organizations, they are already into multiple channel of business model. It could be B2B, B2C, D2C, and now we can see the quick commerce model that is coming up, right? So all this, how we can best manage our omni channel strategy, of course, to have the consistent profitability and of course cost management. So this is the talking point here. And at the same time, in case of India's context, the upcoming ONDC technology, right? How it can evolve and disrupt our CPC industry. So that would be the another areas, because there's quite a bit of gray area still needs to be taken care of under ONDC philosophy. So we would be trying to explain and discuss these areas as well under omnichannel strategy. Then finally, and most important for any people like you and me, when we try to solve some AI CPG related problem by means of AI ML technologies, but there is always question from the business management team how we can measure the value. What is the right value measuring value measurement tracking mechanism that will help us attribute some kind of dollar impact of our AI initiatives, right? So this is a very tricky discussions point in any analytics projects, any analytics engagement that you do. It may be relevant for other industries as well, but we will be specifically talking about trying to solve this problem, at least for the people on AIML community who are working in CPG industry. So these are all the additional themes also we are trying to cover within this SIG. And then comes the point of how we will be delivering. So to deliver the content of these discussions, we will be going through quite a bit of methodologies, roundtable discussions with senior business leaders, AI leaders. Here the idea is that not only people from AI industry, but also we will be having from people from business side as well, so that both the aspect from the AI development plus execution and implementation can be talked about and discussed upon, and we come to know about best practices. So this is the idea about this roundtable discussions. And then on the time and quite with some certain frequency, maybe monthly, maybe bi-monthly, we'll decide those frequency. We'll be also publishing quite a bit of articles, blogs describing a new trends, new evolving technologies, and how people have been solving some problem under this delivery model. Then the newsletters will not be in the detailed like article and blogs. It will be mostly in terms of knowing about what is happening around the world in the CPG industry, especially in AI related development. This will be the purpose of the newsletters. And then we will be also conducting some special use case based presentation, where the idea would be based on the themes that we have been discussed already. Can we present and showcase some of the use case from end to end perspective, from conceptualization till the implementation and value tracking? So this will be the idea of this use case presentation, so that people can get something from before themselves and try to replicate some of the areas in their respective work. Okay? So this is how we are planning for within this SIG group, and probably will be welcome to hear other suggestions as well, and we'll try to incorporate as and when it is needed and as and when it is a possibility. Okay, so with this, I would like to conclude this SIG presentation with me. Thank you, Ghazal, and let's hear out soon.